We've just closed NFU Council session and a very, very lively discussion of everything that we are doing and everything that is going on. And really, it is this sort of perfect storm that has been massively exacerbated by the horrendous situation in Ukraine, with skyrocketing input costs. But also, I feel here in the UK, we are legislating on targets for nature, legislating on targets for species, on targets for trees, on biodiversity. We have a Kept Animals Bill, an Animal Welfare Bill, an Environment Act. We have consultations coming out on banning of enriched cages, of raising of standards. And yet on social media, you can see, the demands to make sure that food stays affordable are coming in from many members right across the government. So this is the perfect storm, if you like. And my focus, and what I've been saying to everybody here today, is it is all about food production. I expect to see a statutory underpinning of food security. I don't want to see any county in this country that is producing less. In many cases, we should be producing more, but we're seeing 25% contraction in field-fed production this year. So this road that we are on is a truly unsustainable road. We have to be able to come together. It has to be about food production and environmental delivery. It can't be about one at the expense of the other. And I just feel food production has been left out completely. And in conclusion, we've had a lot of debates today around the sustainable farming incentive. We pulled together the CLA, the TFA, GWCT, LEAF, and others to say, what does this look like? We pulled together a white paper. Everybody in all those farming organisations felt the sustainable farming incentive had to have 65% of the budget to make sure that this is profitable enough for farmers, that the detail is there, that we can show the return on investment. We know this won't work, and there's 70% of farmers in England are prepared to get on the platform. So a doubling of resource in the SFI is absolutely critical. Statutory underpinning on food security, doubling of resource in SFI, and a flexible dial-up down policy on immigration. And last but not least, a food strategy that has a clear ambition to make sure we retain our farmers and growers here as the #1 supplier of choice. We're publishing our export strategy tomorrow, which has an ambition to grow exports by 30%. We want to see an increase of value of 30 billion, and we want to get this done by 2030. There's a lot to go at, but my goodness, do we need a government that is actually prepared to work with us.
And one of your key things there that comes across is obviously your frustration with government. What are you saying to them? What are your demands to them for help to the sector?
Well, I want to see cash flow taken seriously. There is a real issue with cash flow. There is a real issue primarily with food security and food production, which is why we're asking for the statutory underpinning so that food security is taken seriously. We maintain our levels that are broadly 60% are self-sufficient. So the statutory underpinning on food security is a really, really key ask for us, because that then brings the other things in that are needed to make businesses work.